What's going on, Marvel Rival fans? In this video, I'll be playing Angela 25 times. Angela is the first flying tank in the game, and she's also the first hero added in Season 4. So let's just glide into game number 1. This was the first day of the new season. Angela was gonna be hot. This isn't my first game on Angela. This might have been my third. I know I wanted to do 100 games of her, but I wanted to see how good she was beforehand. This was the game that I knew how she was meant to be played. There are two reasons why this is only 25 games and not 100. I already mentioned the first reason! She's really easy to learn. The second reason is that her damage output is weak unless you know how to do her tech. Her ult can be hit or miss. It isn't really good if you want to get a bunch of enemies together and then jump into it. It can be good at preventing people from touching point, or if you have some good team ults. Her Divine Judgment ability can be really nice if you need to stay on point. It's kinda like Magic's Demon. Within this zone, each attack with our axe will grant 30 bonus health to you and 15 bonus health to allies within the area. But I didn't know that, and I died. I knew how to play Angela, and the enemy Angela didn't. And we won game number 1. This game, I learned that Angela's axes ignore Doctor Strange's shield. This ult was a hit. Since Angela can move people that she spears, you know I had to attempt to throw someone off the map. I could have killed this cloak and dagger if I knew how to do the melee tech, but I didn't. So she lived. I brought this sleeping Winter Soldier into the range of our ulting Wanda. Something that I noticed is that even though I know how to play Angela, I can't get into the mindset of her. You aren't meant to be diving headfirst into the enemy team. If my support players were bad, the enemy team could have easily killed me. Game 3 was just an off game. We still won though. I tried to spear the Iron Man, but I missed. It's not my fault, these controls were kinda terrible. This is how you want to play Angela. You want to sneak up and dive the backline. Look at how easy it was to kill them. And look at how I'm still alive. These kills were also easy. Almost like 1v1ing is her strong suit. This is when I found out that you can actually cancel other people's ults. This will be useful information. It will be on the test. The enemy Angela saw that I was being dumb and playing her wrong. So she speared me and brought me back to my team so I can reset and be healed. How nice of her. Strange ult and Divine Judgment into axe swinging turns out to be a great combo. Anyway, so my team and I started blasting. See what I mean? She can be really good at stalling point. The voices in my head were telling me to drop down and start swinging my axes. So I did that. Always listen to the voices in your head. That was a 42 kill win. Game 5 was terrible. I'm not gonna show it. Nothing beats the feeling of spearing a Spider-Man player while they're trying to get away. Angela's ult is also really good at forcing out support ults. I tried to combo my ult with Wanda's ult, but we're both trash and we messed it up. I should say that the Wanda is my friend. I tried to push the remaining enemies off of point, but I ran out of charge. Thankfully the Thing was able to kill them. I still didn't know how to do the melee tech, but who needs it? Groot is also a good tank to have on your team. This Bucky tried to solo ult me, so I solo ulted him. Sometimes I like to play the distraction card. Like right here, I spear the magic and I force her to the back of her team. Sometimes all you need to do is be an annoying mosquito. Instead of pushing enemies away from everyone, you can also push them towards your team, getting a free kill. This Spider-Man was a pain to fight. He would always run away from me. He tried to run away for about 30 seconds before I decided to put him into timeout. He tried to go after my supports, but I speared him during his swing. I will be borrowing you for a second. I think everyone underestimates the axes, including myself. They are great for brawling on point. I was able to push Hulk off the point, which won us the game. I learned the melee tech in between games 8 and 9. If I have full attack charge, I will poke them once with my spear, then I'll charge into them, and then I will use the melee tech by meleeing and then immediately following it up with a spear. I then throw up the shield to animation cancel and then repeat steps 1 and 2. This combo can kill 250 to 275 HP heroes. Ooh, ah. I do not know how we won this game. I don't know why I used my ult here, but it worked out. Remember to always protect your healers. This magic was harassing our backline, so I put her in the timeout, and then the grave. Magneto tried it again. 3rd time's the charm. I did this Punisher dirty. Penny is by far the most annoying hero to go against, and it's even worse when playing Angela. However, this Penny wasn't good. The best thing you can do when fighting on point is to spear people off of it. I went back to prevent Penny from using her ult or trying to get in with the web. The enemy team was just better in game 13. I didn't do much in game 14. Watching all of these games back has made me realize that her axes are really good but also very situational. Once I learned her melee tech, I would prioritize that over dropping down and using her axes. I went toe to toe with a diamond form Emma Frost and won using my axes. Of course with the help of Jeff. I used my ult to assist Jeff who used his ult. Call me Roman Reigns with the amount of spears I'm hitting. The enemy team was doing a really good job at holding us back. Then they got cocky, which allowed us to capture the point, and eventually we won the game. Unlike some content creators, I don't really like to blame my team when it was just a team diff. We were bad and the enemy team was better. This was a clean kill. Our team was just better. I was able to use my ult to help the Psylocke kill the healers. I then poked the Strange who fell over, winning us the game. I wasn't expecting Emma to fall off the map here, but she did. This Hulk was very scary to fight. In round 2, the enemy team locked in and was actually doing a really good job at holding us back. We had someone switch to Doctor Strange who opened up a portal, and I jumped down and I started swinging. And I didn't stop swinging until the game ended. I was being really annoying in game 19. My favorite thing to do is spear people and then fly away. I knew that I was probably going to die here, so I just decided to YOLO it. I used my ult and I was able to kill both their healers before dying myself. Being annoying won us the game. Axe beats sword. I baited this Hulk so hard. In the last fight, I started swinging my axes like my life depended on it. However, I ended this game with my spear. When I fight other Angelas in the air, it feels like a dogfight. The enemy Penny and the Thing were doing a really good job at holding us back. I heard Jeff use his ult, so I quickly pinned the 3 of them and then used my ult to hold them in place. I tried to make Angela work against this comp. I shouldn't have. Look at this goated Jeff healing me the entire time that I was stuck in Angela's ult. Thank you, Jeff. To try to stay on point, I used Divine Judgment, and I just started swinging. The enemy team was better in game 23. This Mantis put me to sleep, so I repaid her by pushing her off the map. At this point, I fully knew how to play Angela. I would ignore the tanks and go straight for the supports or try to 1v1 the out-of-place DPS. I also got better at running away when needed. I tried to sneak up and kill this Punisher, but the Thing jumped me, so I had to run away. I used my charge to try to outdistance him, and I was able to pick up the health pack and get away safely. I became Randy Orton at the end of round 2. I must have blacked out by the time I woke up. We had won the game. Now it's time for the last game. Game 25. We held them back as long as we could, but they pushed up after their Cloak and Dagger used their ult. So I used Divine Judgment, and I just started throwing hands. Angela is a really interesting hero, and I don't really know how I feel about her. On one hand, she is really good at being annoying, so you can't really buff her damage or her abilities. But on the other hand, she is defined by her tech. Her spear damage is really bad, and the best way to use her is by using her melee techs. She is also really easy to counter. The official Marvel website says she possesses all the enhanced strength, stamina, endurance, speed, and invulnerability of an Asgardian. But she also has been trained by Heaven's Angels to be a great hunter, tracker, hand-to-hand combatant, and overall soldier. Yet she can be countered by some rocks, a diamond, a web, the Winter Soldier, who keep in mind is weaker than Captain America, who Angela has no issues with, and Invisible Woman's force physics ability. I would change Angela to not be as weak against some of these heroes. For example, maybe allow Angela to spear Diamond Form Emma and the Thing, but it takes more energy so you can't push them as far. Angela also shouldn't be fully stopped by some physics. I don't care what Invisible Woman is doing with it, Angela can fly perfectly fine with one wing. My biggest issue though is that her charge sucks. It is so annoying to control, and her whole gimmick is that she flies in and charges into battle, and that you can use her charge to move enemies. That is cool and all, but I can't spear enemies 90% of the time because I have to swipe my mouse into a different country just to move her. I will still play Angela because she is still somewhat fun to play. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you like it. I wish you all the best.